Hello there, I'm Helen Sattler, your Destiny Helper. Thank you for joining me on today. We will be discussing the heartbreak and devastation, which is caused by the narcissist, and the effects that have on your mind, that effects that have on your life. So make sure that you let them know that we are on today. We really appreciate you sharing the page and liking the page. I'm looking forward to this discussion. Hello there. How are you? How are you, Hannah? God bless you. Thank you so much. She says, so glad I'm a subscriber. You know what? Me too. I am so glad that you subscribe. Hannah, make sure you like and share this page. How are you? Hey, Shirley. How are you? Good evening to you. I'm looking forward to our discussion of this subject. Oh my God, it is really, really, really going to be awesome tonight. Make sure you share the page. Invite, 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 invite. We're going to talk about heartbreak and devastation, which is primarily the relationship of the narcissist. It can be quite toxic. And many of you that have been through this, surely it has been devastating. No matter how you try to correct this relationship, there is no correction to the relationship. And the longer you stay in it, the more devastation it is. So Shirley, tell me how devastating it was for you. When did you recognize the devastation? And Hannah, what did you do when you recognize the devastation? Because the devastation can affect you, affect your family, affect your friends, affect your businesses, and everything that concerns you, to the point it's almost unbelievable that such devastation can happen. Talk to me, Shirley. Talk to me, Hannah. Tell me about the devastation of this relationship. And many people come in this relationship, and a normal relationship, you can bring correction to it, but not this relationship. Hey, Manny, how are you? She said, greetings from Amsterdam. All right. She said, still healing. After 4 years, I've been heavy burnt out. Oh my God, and can do nothing anymore. See, this is what I want to talk about, Mandy. This is what I want to relate to others. Do you know what you went through can be a healing balm for other women, because other women think something is wrong with them. Other men think that they are crazy because of the devastation of this relationship. Come on, Mandy, talk to me. Talk to me about this relationship. She said, after 4 years, Mandy, you are still going through with this terrorism that is now going through your body, that is now going through your mind. Talk to me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's let people know that they're not crazy. Let's let people know that this actually happened and this devastation do occur. And let them know, those who are believing that the narcissist is going to change, that there's not going to be great devastation, that there's going to be love, that if I hang in here, the narcissist is going to love me. If I hang in here, the narcissist is going to care for me. Not going to happen. Kathy, hand warmers. Come on. Hey, Lele, how are you? She says, oh, wow, y'all coming in. I love this. I love this. She said, for me, the devastation started a year into the marriage when he kept threatening a divorce. She said, anytime we had a conflict and disagreement, yes, that's so he can get control and remain in control. Shirley said, it was a weird rotation of his love bomb. She said isolation, anger, and didn't know about narcissists. Oh my God. Mandy said it was hell with him. And yes, they make you crazy. She said every day he said to me, you're sensitive and you're crazy. See, That's that gaslighting. That's that gaslighting. The gaslighting going to make you feel crazy. And one thing the narcissist does, you are so right. They're going to isolate and they're going to blame. She said, Mandy said, I can relate to you, Shirley. That's right. They're going to isolate you, make you feel like you're crazy, make you feel like something is wrong with you because they are convincing you that you're wrong. And Layla said, it just got worse over time. Yep. She said, despite how much I tried, nothing helped. She said, I am a fixer. So it was hard to accept that my relationship could never get better. A fixer and probably empathic. Probably empathic. Empaths are fixers. They want to make sure everything works. They take total responsibility for the narcissist in their ways because they believe that they can fix it. But what the narcissist does is take advantage. Hello there, Karen. How are you? All the way from Honolulu, Hawaii. Thank you so much. They feel like they can fix everything. And the empath absorb all of the ways of the narcissist to bring them to a rescue mission, and it just don't happen. And they want you to emotionally be involved with them because in your emotions they're going to take advantage. In your spirit they cannot, because there's a strength about you. Not everyone is broken down by a narcissist, but they usually leave. The longer you stay there, the more vulnerable you're going to become. There's no such thing as remaining with a narcissist long term and keep your strength. They're not going to allow it, and you're not going to allow it. Why? Because eventually you will break down. And like, I think that was Mandy said that the longer you stay, the worse it gets. Yeah. And they call you sensitive and crazy. And that has nothing to do with, and see, Mandy said no matter what you do, it doesn't work. Hi, Haka. How are you, Haka? Thank you for joining me on today. We are talking about the heartbreak of the narcissist, how senseless that can be, the total devastation of the narcissist. Oh my God, and the comments that you all are making is phenomenal. And see, a lot of people think that something is wrong with them. They think that they're crazy because the narcissist has told them that they're crazy, that they're out of their mind, that nobody is going to believe them. And you know what? We believe them. We know they're not crazy. We know they're not out of their mind. What comments we got right here? And Karen, you've been involved in this, and you know. She says 6 months into the relationship, going on the road trip with friends. She said on a motorcycle, he kept flaring and nothing going his way. Oh, she said, and picking fights with other people who were along for the trip. Yeah, they're not going to be satisfied with peace at all. Karen said, no matter how much you give and how long you stay, a narcissist will break your heart and mind down. See, that is absolutely right. And Lele say, and now the biggest heartbreak is knowing that the ex didn't and wasn't capable of love. She said, I feel deceived, but you can't feel anything else because the mask was on with the love bombing. Layla said, being yes, I also was a fixer. She said, and I didn't know what was wrong. She said, with him. She said, and after 2 years, I found out that he was a narcissist, and I was with him for almost 7 years. The ex-narc is in and out of jail now. Oh my God, he's probably malignant. you were dealing with a malignant narcissist, which is really, really crazy. It's really crazy when you're dealing with a malignant narcissist. They are very, very dangerous. That's why when you're with a malignant narcissist and they make threats, don't ever take them as empty threats. Don't ever underestimate them. God bless you, Haka. She said that was the ex narcissist is in and out of jail. Yeah, malignant. Malignant. They are very, very dangerous because they can be psychopathic. They can kill and they have no remorse. They are not sorry at all. And usually she said, yes, he's stealing cars now. Wow. That is crazy. And you would be amazed at how narcissists use crime to get attention. That's the way they get their fuel. You give them attention. They know eventually they're going to get caught. They know eventually they're going to go to jail. That doesn't stop them. Once it hit and they get in their blood and they get away, they think they can keep getting away. And guess what they do? They stir up the crime. They stay with the crime. They get other supply to help them with their crime. And it doesn't bother them. The person who probably doing the crime with them, they have a sense of conscience. They are afraid. The narcissist is not even afraid. And when you get them in court, they're actually laughing over what they did. She said, yes, they are really dangerous. And look out for the silent ones. Ooh, she said, they are the worst. Absolutely. Absolutely, Mandy. Absolutely. That's why that's why you have to know the narcissist that you're dealing with, the covert. All narcissists can be dangerous in a sense, but the covert is very victimatic. But the overt, the psychopath, sociopath, and the malignant narcissist, they are dangerous. Very, very dangerous. She said, yes, they will commit crimes if they feel like it. She said they can get away with it. But most of them think they can, because you got to remember the narcissist is in an alternate reality. They're not even in their reality. And most of them don't live up to their age group. They're operating beyond capacity of their age group. They're immature. They don't take accountability or responsibility. They blame others. And they are very, very vicious. You talking about heartbreak. Hello there, Sun Kisses. How are you? Thank you for joining me. She said, I lost a lot of reputation, content creators. And she said, and I found you yesterday. Oh my God. I am so glad that you did. Thank you so much. We are talking about heartbreak and devastation from the narcissist. Mandy said, I broke off one of the phones. I was so scared. Ooh, I was so scared. She said, I didn't want him in my house anymore. Now I'm free. I know you are. I know you are. And you know what? If you don't have kids, don't respond to phone calls, don't respond to emails, don't reply on Facebook. All of your social media concerning them, don't reply. And sometimes, if they're malignant, they're psychopath, sociopath, or overt, you may have to come off of social media, because they will try to track you anywhere way they can. And when you block them, they will just go to the friend, and they will keep going through all of your friends that's connected to you. And you'll wonder, how are they still contacting me? They're going by your friends, not you anymore. They're going by your friends. And then your friends, especially if they're easy on the eyes and somatic, the friends attached to them, and they start wooing your friends where they become flying monkeys, and they become supply, because some narcissists are known to woo them over social media for about 3 months, and they will fly to wherever that supply is, have sexual relationship with them so they can lock down that relationship, and then use them, and their whole goal is you. And they will do anything the narcissist says because they're caught up with the spirit of persuasion, and it's like they're mesmerized. Haka said his friends asked my mom about me at church. She said it doesn't make sense because I wasn't close to his friends. It doesn't matter. They're not close to you, they're close to the narc. So they are doing bidding for the narcissist. That's why I'm telling you, sometimes people that you were close to, watch their behavior, watch their verbiage. When they're talking too much about the narcissist and they're talking too much about your experience and they're talking about too much about, have you heard him? Have you seen him? Is he calling you? Are you texting them? How do you feel? It's all about the narcissist. 9 times out of 10, they are a flying monkey. And especially when you get those narcissist fleas that are biting, they are his recourse for information. They are his recourse for conversation. And they make sure, the narcissist make sure they can clock you until they're ready to attach to you. Every Hoover is not immediate, but they come back to Hoover. So they make sure they keep you in their vicinity. They make sure they stay in contact. She said, thank you, Helen. She said, no one don't have kids. She said, no, oh, you don't have kids. And it's my apartment. And she said, and my heart breaks for women who have kids with them. Oh, yeah. She said, he never made contact with me anymore because his ego is too big. His ego is too big, or he recognized your strength. When a narcissist recognizes your strength and you can cause a narcissistic injury, they don't bother. They don't bother. They use means to break down your strength, and then they enter into a compromise zone where you're not as strong and you may be weak. And so that's why the narcissists throw in bait to hook you. And they tried that situation because a narcissistic injury is very, very, very painful with a narcissist. And their pride and their ego, they cannot stand the challenge or for you to hit their ego. They felt like they've been wounded or shot. So good, Mandy, you don't have kids. Because you don't have a reason to communicate. You don't need a parenting plan. You don't have to go to court. But when you have kids and you have business ventures with them, that can be devastating because it connects you to the narcissist. That's why when you get with the narcissist, if you have any business, they work your nerves to put them on your business. Or if you have any properties, they work your nerves to put them on your property. Or they want to get married really quick. They're not getting married for love. They're getting married so they can become one with everything you got. He told me he was only staying here in my city because of me, but he's still in the state after the breakup. I don't understand. Of course, it's simple. You are main supply. He can get other supply, but nothing is like supreme supply. It's just like ordering a grade 8 steak. Some steaks can cost you thousands of dollars. That meat is so tender, the way it was bred, the way they care for that cow. And I mean, the meat is marble. It's fat marble always through. It's like eating butter. This can cost you $1,000 for just a small piece of steak. You are like prime steak. You are high quality commodity. And so when you are prime, he can't get the level of that supply, especially if you've been with them a while and they have prone you and sculpture you almost to fit what they needed. But you gotta wait. You gotta wait through discard, or you gotta wait to freedom. They want that back. The narcissist, they said the narcissists don't miss you and don't think of you. They think of you when they need that level of supply. They think of you when they need that marble steak supply. They think of you when they need that prime supply. They don't have amnesia. They just don't love you when they think of you. They think of fuel. They think of what you can give them. They think about what you can get, especially if you assisted them financially. If you had means, if you had reputation and status, of course, they need you. They need their reputation. They need that status. They need what you could provide for them. And if you've been with them for a while, you provided for them. A narcissist, if you notice when you gray rock, they go ballistic. They need the fuel. If you don't provide fuel, don't worry about the narcissist. They won't stay. They will not stay where there's no fuel. Like a vampire won't stay where there's no blood. So heartbreak and devastation, you've been with them a few years, you know about that. If you've been with them a year, you know about that. That's when the mask start falling off. When you go into it that year, they can't hold it. Listen what Mandy say. She said, ladies, it's like they can smell you when you are empty. Yes, ma'am. She said, I learned so much. Now, she said, I can spot them from a mile. Absolutely. 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 And they love empath because the empath has a tendency until they grow and until they're mature. A super empath is a challenge for a narcissist, but they don't mean that a super empath with a narcissist cannot be overcome. They can, but that is not an easy feat. When you're dealing with a super empath, first of all, they have learned to train their emotions. They've learned to uh, get rid of the background noise. She said, yes, Helen, like a vampire. Absolutely. They've learned to get rid of that background noise. And they are able to target in or hem in on their target of interest. When they go in a situation and they're picking up and they're being sensitive, they're learning to target that. And being an empath is similar to having the gift of mercy. Two different forces. She said, oh, my Hakka, why did you erase that? I was getting ready to read that. So a young empath, they're learning who they are. You have to go through the channels of experience. You're not just going to know it. And some young empaths that think they're super empath, no, super empath got the experience under their belt. You're going to go through some if you're with a narcissist and you are a young empath because you're prone to rescue. She said, if no children with the narcissist change you, change your telephone number. She said, move, change your job. She said, go dark with the malignant narcissist. Oh, yes. She said, to another city or state if you can for safety. The malignant narcissist is very dangerous. They call them the hunting narcissist. They are the hunter. They are like the bulldog. They are like the hound dog, rather. The hound dog ears drag the ground and they get vibration through the ground that help their sensories. And like a black bear, once the narcissists get your scent in their nose, they don't want anything else. A black bear, you can throw them off. If you are not their target, they could care less about you. They'll kill you, move you out of the way. But a brown bear, you act like you dead, and the grizzly move, but not the black bear. The black bear don't care about you acting like you dead. When you're the target, you're the focus and the energy. And that's what the narcissist does. Haka said, yep, he could have easily went somewhere else, but he chosen to stay around here. She said, and I think he won't leave because his family doesn't want to be bothered with him. You are prime supply. What he's telling you, that's a message. Haka, don't ignore the message. He's sending on purpose a message to you. No matter where I am, no matter where you go, I'm still here. That's what the narcissist is telling you. And sometimes I've had them where they didn't bother a supply for 15 years. And out of nowhere, they done moved on, got another life, got another family. This malignant narcissist shows up and comes against that family. They don't mind taking the family out. They don't mind taking the children out because the narcissists believe once you're mine, you're always mine. That's why he didn't leave, because he could have left. He can move on. He can find a prey that would easily subject themselves to his persuasion and give him whatever he wants. It's just not hard to let go that prime supply. Hello, Danielle, moderator. I am so glad that you are here. Thank you so much. We're talking about the heartbreak of the narcissist and devastation. And we have been on for 26 minutes. And we're going 10 minutes after the hour. And then we're going to go on Clubhouse for about a half an hour. She said, look at here. She said, you have so many types of narcissists. She said, the silent ones, like I said, get over the years. She said, when they are with you, are more aggressive. See, that means they don't want you to know their intent. She said, after 6 years dealing, she said, with the merry-go-round and his manipulation, I quit interacting with him before I knew what gray rock was. Oh, yeah, you was gray rocking and didn't know it. Once you gray rock them, they can't get fuel. They can't. They die if they don't get fuel. The narcissists get desperate. They will go get a drug fiend person that is so stinky you can smell them a mile away just to get fuel to get back at you. Because the narcissists don't think they can get a disease. They don't think they can get sick. Thank you, Danielle. Hello there, Carmela. How are you? Yeah, we're going to go 15 minutes after the hour, Danielle. She said, what I found the worst was giving me so much love and then take it away. She said, they make you activate, addicted to them. But see, that wasn't love. That's the thing, Mandy. They love bomb you according to cognizant love. What they saw, they mimic. What they understood, they did. What they recognized was what they gave you. But to have an emotional attachment or emotional bond, they never, ever did that. She said the ex was stalking me into moving 3 times. She said, until I got rid of the last flying monkey. She said, I no longer shop or go to lunch or dinner at the same places. She said, when they become stalkers, you must change all habits. That is really good, Karen. Absolutely. Haka said, please remember to hit the like button. Thank you, Haka. Yeah, hit that like button. Hit and share the like button. You know, Karen, I like what you said, especially with the malignant narcissists, when they start stalking. When they're stalking you, they're letting you know, I want some more of your fuel. I'm not going to let you go. The narcissist is talking. You're not going to get away from me. I'd rather take you out than for you to get away from me. The malignant would do it and have no recourse, have no remorse. Don't go back out to dinner with them. Like Karen said, change the places you go. Interrupt the pattern. Interrupt the pattern of your life. You may even have to look for another job, because you'll be amazed how many people you work with that they probably had some influence over. Especially when they making you feel like it's your fault. Watch the language of flying monkeys. They will have an indication that they're with the narcissist. They will start defending them. They will start being, letting you know that you need to be with them. They were so nice. Of course they was nice. That was their outside face. But the narcissists have a multiplicity of faces, because you got to remember, they take on the identity of everybody around them. They mirror everybody around them. They subject themselves to cognizant activations. She said, after he called me a narcissist, didn't know what a narcissist was, he told me to look it up. Everything that was going on fit his behavior to a T. And you know what? A narcissist know when they're a narcissist. They know when the mask fall off. That's when it becomes dangerous. Because when you know who they are, they know there'll probably be a change in your behavior. They work harder. When you get platinum, love bomb, if you notice, they never go back to the platinum. They will go to the bronze, they will go to the silver, they will go to even to the wood. But they never take you to the highest level because they don't think you deserve it. Because once they recognize all of your faults, all of your humanity, they never go back to the platinum. And if they hit gold, they're desperate. If they hit the gold love bombing phase, they are desperate. And that's probably when you say you're leaving. I'm out of here. And they can't lose you. That's when they give that fake apology. I am so sorry, baby. I'm going to get some therapy. I promise you, I'm going to get therapy. I'm going to go and see what's wrong with me. Baby, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me. But God knows I love you. I'll do anything for you. Give me one more chance. I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry for hitting you. I didn't mean it, baby. I know I cheated. I know. When they start admitting it, that means there was no way out. That means that you got it. Cluster B Free Karen said, I quit both my jobs, changed my number. She said, and the narc can't find me unless he comes to my house. She said, and my family will hurt him. She said, if he does. She said, and he knows that's why he won't hoover. She said, and the ex promised to take my life if I ever left him. She said, she said, and I didn't come back. She said, escaped August of 2020, divorced him 2021. He has gone on looking many places around the island, but can't find me. Stay safe. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's wise. When you have a malignant narcissist, they are obsessed with the hunt. Listen to me. They are obsessed with the hunt. These hunters get the sniff of your fuel, a taste of your fuel. And if they don't find any fuel, that's why when you replace a supreme supply, it takes work and energy. A narcissist have to work very hard to replace you. And some of them don't replace you because people are different. Now, the narcissists, I mean, they're known everywhere. So people can channel that energy of recognition. She said, I think the biggest heartbreak was finding out that I was a wife. Number 9. Whoa, Shirley. From one of his family members. Wife number 9. See, wow. That's a lot of wives. I mean, he almost caught up with Elizabeth Taylor. I think he done bypassed Elizabeth Taylor. When a narcissist marry, they don't marry for love. They don't marry for the covenant. They're not committed to the covenant. They marry because if they think they're going to lose you, or you have resources, businesses, money, and if that will get them in on it, especially in a mutual state, you can marry a narcissist and have your business for 30 years, and you can be with them for 4 months. It's mutual property. Know what you're doing. Take that property out of your name. Put it in another name. Get a nonprofit. Put it in a nonprofit name where if he take you to court, she takes you to court, they can't get any of your businesses, any of your money. Put it in a non-profit and don't tell them about it. So when they go to the courts to insist on having half of your properties and your wealth and your money, no, it is not in your name for them to have it. And they can't get it out of the non-profit. Wife number 9. Surely that's something. Yeah, Haka said that's smart. Absolutely, that's smart. Get it out of your name. Don't even put it in a friend's name. Don't trust a friend at this point. She said, you are never number 1 in their life. Absolutely. She said, even if they tell you, over and over again, they are pathological liars all the time. No, Danielle, we got more than 10 minutes because we're going, and it's 36 minutes. We are at 36 minutes, and we're going to go 10 after the hour. 10 after the hour. You know what is awesome is you got away. You recognize it. You got to build yourself up. And the longer you've been with them, the longer it takes to recapture who you were, the essence of who you were. But what I found out, God can expedite the process. Karen was 33 years, and this girl now is a life coach helping other people. But that don't mean she don't have her challenges. She said the ex was stalking me long before I left him. He knew there was going to be a problem when he could tell. Let me see. He could tell me what man was trying to talk to me and reject the guy. She said, and I was on the other side of the island. Yeah, that's okay, Danielle. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful that you are here. Yeah, see, that's when you know they're stalking you, when they can tell you what you're doing. And if they know that you will recognize them, they got a flying monkey stalking you. Your every move. She said they will send you men to see if you would talk to them. That's an extremist. That's an extremist narcissist. Absolutely. But if they can send a man to you and he show up, they've located you. If they can send a man to you and the man show up to try to how can I seduce you, the narcissist know where you are. And that's why it's vital, ladies, it's vital, gentlemen, that you know, because you got women who are just as vindictive and vicious as men. These women narcissists are even more crazed because of the nature of them. The women are more calculative. The women are more nourishable. How can I say? They would, I'm trying to look for this word. They will nurse you because they are nurses. They were made to take care of children. And the narcissist female don't. She has no bond with anything she birthed. She birthed it and she separated from that child. The whole 9 months she carried it. And then when the child is born, she's envious of the attention that it takes for the child. And based on whether she's malignant, covert, it can be dangerous for that child, especially if that child getting a lot of attention. The only reason she allow it is because the attention goes to the child and she hem in on the attention from the child, and she takes credit of the attention from the child or for the child. And so that is the danger. And you will notice as they get older, she start the detachment in element. She start detaching from the child because the child is not so pretty. The child is growing up. The child is getting older. And Shirley said a string of children from wives, number 2. She said, and twin wives, number 5. In 45 years of age, he's in his 70 now. She said, and it was confusing to keep things straight when his grandchildren from wife number 2 and the twins are the same age. That serial cheater. See, you got that serial cheater. And like Haku said, when they cheat, they want to see, will you cheat? Will you go to another man? And you have to be careful, especially when you get them on the down low, y'all. That man is going to be loyal to him. And whatever he asks him to do, he is going to do it. Know the language of the flying monkey. Know the verbiage of the flying monkey. Notice when you are too detailed with the narcissist and there's a past conversation that they are making an update to. They're putting it in present tense. Note that, because everything you say will and can be held against you, and it can be a locator. You'll put it on your locator when you're talking to the flying monkey. They can locate you, and like an iPhone, when you got your locators on, they can find you. And when they want to, they will pursue you. And when they can't get you because they done put out a Hoover and you turn down that Hoover, it can be devastating for you, because those flying monkeys would do anything. They don't mind hurting you for the narcissist, because like you love them, they think they love them. She said, with all the deception and heartache, how can you heal to the point of living again and allowing yourself to be vulnerable again? You can. I'm a testimony. Cluster Be Free, Karen, she's a testimony. You can do it. You can live life again. There's life after the narcissist. There's joy unspeakable after the narcissist. You almost want to send them a gift, thanking them for the experience that you had that you could not get in any other way, that allows you to help people who are being tortured to the extent that they're being tortured. And most people don't even believe you go through half the stuff that you went through. Yeah, half the stuff. They don't believe it. They think you're exaggerating. And the narcissist is going to make sure, especially the covert, the somatic, going to make sure. The cerebral is intellectual. They are manipulators. They are masterminders. They master your intelligence. They master your thinking. They master your desire. They master your will. These cerebral will even try to go deep into your subconscious to pull to the forefront of what they desire. They study your mind in a way that a covert, a somatic does not, because sometimes the overt can be so spontaneous and reactive. She said, my mother is also a narcissist. It was hell. This is Mandy living with her. I found this out a few years ago, reading about the narcissist mother. Oh my God. That's even harder, because that's a connection. There's a connectivity that is hard to do away with when you got a narcissist mother. She said, the narcissist asked me to let him read my journals. I never let him. That was crazy. Why would I do that? Why would I give you my secret things and expose my vulnerability to you? See, and when you have a narcissist mom because they raised you, or you have a sense of parental obligation, because you'll be amazed when narcissist mom gave up their child, but their child still want their mom. They feel like, I need my mom, because their parental obligation. Layla said, hear you, I hear you. She said, feeling the same. Yeah. You see, and so it is hard to tear away, but you have to. You have to go no contact, even with family. And when you go no contact, it's no contact. Because the moment you enter back into the picture after you had no contact, they punish you. They punish you for taking the right action. They punish you for getting away from them. And they constantly try you. It's devastating. Even my moderator knows that, because she's dealing with it. She said, he was trying to study me. No, Haka, not trying to study you. He was studying you. They are great pathologists in the realm of emotions. They are great historian in remembering your behavior. They are great researchers in trying to figure you out. They live on it. They have to, They don't have the emotion, so they go to the cognizant. Hello there, Deborah. How are you? Thank you for joining us. She said, I have peace and joy in my life now. She said, and she said, there is no narcissist in my circle. She said, I have zero tolerance for any toxicity around me. She said, bulletproof boundaries and dismiss anyone who disrespect me immediately. Absolutely. That's growth. That's growth. See, when you grow beyond it, you can grow above it. And that's how, she said, how can we get our life back? That's how you get your life back. You gotta go beyond what has happened. You gotta go beyond the history. You gotta relinquish the attachment to the historical account, because that's what they're going to use in their files. The historical account. That's all they have is how you used to be and not how you are now. They can't handle your promotion psychologically. They can't handle your promotion in aggressively taking your life back. She said, Helen, I stayed away from my mother. She is so toxic. She can break you with words in a few minutes. Oh my God, Mandy. She said, I am not bitter. I am better. Absolutely. Mandy, stay away. You know, in the Bible, Jesus' family came looking for him. And they say, your family is seeking you. He said, who's my family? These who do the will of the Father. These are my family. Jesus said, I don't care about my family seeking me. They don't own me. The people who obey God with me, this is now my family. She said, my mom didn't make it out alive. Oh my God. Oh, serendipity. I am so sorry to hear that. She said, I miss her so much. She said, Father is evil. I blocked him for good. Called him stalking my property with flying monkeys. She said, and I was terrified. Felt like a predator preying on me. Didn't feel like it. Serendipity, that's exactly what it was. She said, I'm doing great. Glad I got you live. Absolutely, Deborah. Serendipity, I am so sorry to hear that about your mom. That's the ultimate trophy, unfortunately, for the narcissist. When you die or when you commit suicide, because they feel like you gave your life for them. They feel like you couldn't handle life and you was willing to sacrifice on the altar for them. That's the way the narcissists think, unfortunately. And serendipity, I am so sorry. That was your plot. Stay clear of malignant narcissists. Stay clear, serendipity. Stay in safe places. Make sure if you get a hold to your Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, shut it down. Shut it down. Get a new name. When you come on Clubhouse, do not use your name. Come on under another name. Don't allow anybody that is attached to him to attach to you that you do not trust. Never give out any information or where you are or what you're going through or the people you know. Don't give out any information. If you get a P.O. box, have all of your mail go to a secure place where he won't one day find and get your mail in a place. If you see a certain car, that's why sometimes they will switch up in cars, but you make sure that when you're driving or in a place, turn off on a road that is not yours and see who's behind you. Be very careful. Very careful. Because if he's scoping out your property, he has an intent. And they are predators. Don't trust him. Serendipity, don't trust him. And if you have to, accuse him of stalking and call the police. At least they will have a report. She said they switch cars all the time. See, you know, Trisha, they do all the time. And that's so you won't lock them down and be able to identify. But that's why I say you have to turn off on roads. Don't ever go straight home. Always turn off on a road that is not to your house and see who follow you. And when you are clear and there's no one following, then you go home. She said, stay in no contact allows you to bring your brain to heal and the brain fog to lift, learning new things to rewrite the neural pathways of the brain. Gaslighting causes brain fog and brain damage, and you can heal after narcissist abuse. Absolutely. Serendipity said, yes, okay, thank you. She said, I will stay vigilant. I deleted all social media. She said, notified neighborhood of him stalking and told him I will call the police. Sadly, I don't trust anyone. I know, but you can't right now. You can't right now. Everyone that you allow in your life, prove their loyalty. Listen to me, everyone. Anyone you allow in your life, prove their loyalty. Don't take their loyalty for granted. Prove their loyalty. Absolutely prove their loyalty. Serendipity, you can make it after narcissist. Your mother didn't make it, but you can. And it's going to take work. It's going to take you to be vigilant. It's going to take you to be sharp. Because when you got a malignant narcissist, or overt narcissist, psychopath, sociopath, you got to be smart. You got to be able to think. And that's why Karen was saying, as you get away from them, your brain begin to heal, the fog begin to lift. Some people have went on a vacation after being years with the narcissist, and they went on a vacation for 3 weeks. She said, a hug from me, serendipity. Thank you, Mandy. That was so sweet. See, Mandy, I told you, you're nothing but an empath girl. And see, that brain fog start to lift, and you start to think. You start to think. And with a narcissist, you got to be a thinker. They're thinking all the time. They don't need the sleep you need. They got vagabond spirits. They don't need the rest you need. So all the time, they are thinking. They're already on their next few weeks. With you in mind, they already know what they're going to do with you. They're going to provoke you. They're going to harass you psychologically. She said, I was Hoover 2 days ago. Oh, my God. She said, it's hard not to answer and say, delete my number and forget about calling me. She said, again, I had to block him. No contact. It's 3 years, no more of this in my life. Absolutely. I'm so glad you didn't respond to him. Even to just bawl him out. Don't respond. Any contact is contact to them. Even if you try to get back at them, they know that you're still thinking about it. No contact is no contact. She said you can mount cameras in front and back of your car. She said, and can shop online for inexpensive cameras to prove who is following you. She said Ring camera and with a motion sensor, light it up front and back of the house. Absolutely. But it's dangerous for them to know who you are, and I pray that they will not find you, that you won't even have to deal with that. That's what I pray. That was really good, Karen. That was really good. You may have to invest in surveillance tool. You may have to invest in some surveillance tool, because if you notice, probably before you left, they did. And you wonder how they know everything they know. They got cameras all through the house. They tape everything you do. While you go off, they provoke you until you go off. And then when you go off, they tape you going off. They're not going to take them provoking you. They're not going to take the prior happenings. They're not going to do that. They're only going to tape you reacting. And then you are in full display, hollering, screaming. That's what they want to take to court. That's what they want to present to the lawyer. She said, I would recommend you get some kind of protection you can keep on you as well. All right, Haku. She said the narc knew where most of his exes and would purposely drive to their houses and scope things out. She said just to check out what is new. His twins thought this was normal. I explained that it is not. Absolutely, Shirley. Trisha said, I'm glad I moved and the narcissists don't have a clue. That's safety. Deborah said, I would love to tell his wife. He's calling me. She said, don't have time to waste. And that's not the thing to do. No, you can't. His wife is not going to believe you. She's going to think you want him. Because if she challenge him, he going to say she's obsessed with me. My ex is obsessed with me. That's why she's telling you that. She won't leave me alone. Everything he's doing to you, he's going to blame. And guess what? 9 times out of 10, she's going to believe. She's going to believe you're obsessed because she don't want to lose him. It is senseless to talk to a new supply or a previous supply because sometimes they go back to the supply even before you to stir up problems to you and say that you are trying to get them. And if you call and you're not even thinking about them, they'll just stir it up. And then the old supply trying to call you to warn you, then the new supply is jealous of you. They will take any means necessary to make you as miserable. That's why no contact is no contact. Because especially, like Shirley said, the 9th wife, you know how many supplies that he didn't marry that he have? He have a whole harem. So all these women would start talking to you. She said, a big hug from me. And God bless that you are here helping people. Thank you, Mandy. Hey, guys, 31 years. Come on now. I have done thousands of these cases. I've done thousands where some were murdered, some committed suicide, but the majority of them made it out. And some of them with lots of counseling, lots of therapy. And some of them that made it out, they are still doing therapy. Hey guys, we got about 5 minutes and then I'm going to go on Clubhouse. If you're not part of Clubhouse, I want you to go on and get that app because then I'll be able to hear you. She said they went on constant rotation. Oh my God, Shirley, and that's a byword, especially when it was visitation with the mother. Oh my God, of the twins. Her car. She's like, wow, yeah. I've done thousands of cases. I wished I could tell you that every case was positive. One case, the narcissist killed her, threw her body over the balcony with the boys watching. And they put him in jail for first-degree murder. And when he got out of jail, the courts awarded the boys to the narcissist. How crazy is that? Be smart, be sharp, keep a record of everything. Notate everything. When they're malignant, watch them. When they're covert, be careful because they're going to breadcrumb into a fake apology. Future faking. I'm going to get help. I love you. I never loved anyone else but you. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Don't fall for none of that. When he hoover, she said, it gets under my skin. It really upsets me. What a nerve of him. Absolutely. And you keep that mindset. Haka said, that is all awful. I know. I know. That's why we're here. That's why we're talking. And see, we are convinced. You all know the routine. You know the scheme. You have been through it. Nobody has to convince you of the narcissist and their behavior. Nobody. All of us together know what we've been through. All of us together know what is Clubhouse. Mandy, go on your phone and go in your app and look up Clubhouse. And then join Clubhouse. And then once you join Clubhouse, look for Helen Sattler, Destiny Helper. Danielle, could you help her out? This is Mandy. Danielle gonna type up some things for you for joining Clubhouse. She said, if their lips move, they're lying. Absolutely, Deborah. She said, oh my God, they are capable of doing anything. Yes, ma'am. And the thing is, they don't care. They don't care how it hurts you. It's meant to hurt you. That's why I'm telling you, when you have a narcissist that is malignant, don't underestimate them. When they're making promises, sometimes they make those promises good. He kept promising her what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. And she didn't stay away because he told her he wanted to talk to her one more time. He wanted to try to work it out one more time, bring his boys so he can see them. Even if you don't come back, just let me see my boys. I love my boys. And she brought them. And they saw their father murder their mother. Crazy. Protect yourself. Shield yourself. A malignant narcissist can be very dangerous. A psychopathic narcissist can be very dangerous. Sociopath, overt, can be very dangerous because they're very loud, they're very boisterous, they're very cynical. She said, thank you, Helen. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, guys. This is our time where we're going to switch over to Clubhouse. I want you to join me on Clubhouse. Those of you who have it, please join me. I'm getting ready to go on in 5 minutes. Download Clubhouse from your app store. Join and follow Helen Sattler. Yes. Join live rooms in progress. With my medical records, surgery as proof of violence, police records, restraining orders, Social Security, changing my Social Security number, important documents as much as possible. Oh, absolutely. She said, and it is a malignant narcissist, can be a covert. Yeah, they can be covert and malignant. They sure can. And that's even dangerous because that means they're undercurrent. Ali, you are so right. She said, yes, they can. They can be, a malignant narcissist can be cerebral somatic, covert malignant, overt malignant, overt and malignant, overt sociopath, psychopath, covert. You can get them in all scheme. That's why you have to know what you are dealing with. Yes, please hit the like and share button. All right, y'all. We're going to end it here. I want you to meet me on Clubhouse. Helen Sattler, you are so welcome, Deborah. Deborah, meet me on Clubhouse. Meet me on Clubhouse. I want to hear your voice, and I would love to talk to you there. Meet me on Clubhouse. So I'm getting ready to end it here, and I will meet you on Clubhouse. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every time I come on, I'm trying in my schedule to come on more, and I want to be with you. I want to talk to you. I want to have these lives more, and I want you to join me. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow me on YouTube. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me, Helen Sattler, your Destiny Helper, or Apostle Helen. Follow me on TikTok. Thank you so much. So let's end it here. Meet me in 5 minutes on Thank You, Helen. You are so welcome. Is it Amada? Thank you so much. All right, Danielle, hopefully I can see you on Clubhouse. I'll see you in 5 minutes. God bless.